You certainly look new around here. Well, of course it's that obvious. Haven't seen a pretty face like that for quite some time. And trust me, I'd know if I had. So tell me, what brings a pretty little thing like you down to a tavern like this? This isn't exactly the place for the innocent. Oh, not innocent. So then what's your story? Looking for a beau? Or maybe you're trying to get away from one? Single, are you? Oh, don't look so down. Consider it a blessing, if you will. Of course. How else would you have met me? That's right. You've got me all to yourself. So now, just what are you gonna do about it? Oh, you're just the cutest little thing. If that blush is anything to go by, I'd say you're a little prude, aren't you? Lighten up. I'm only horsing around. Come on, let's go for a walk. Just you and me. Relax. I promise, I'm as harmless as they come. I have better drinks at my place anyway. And you, quite frankly, look like you could use the company. Why spend the night alone drunk and vulnerable, thinking about all your life's problems, when you can spend the night lying in my arms, drunkenly spewing them to me? Oh, have I piqued your interest? So what do you say then? Will you humor me? Just for tonight at least. Lovely. Let's get out of here. My place isn't too far. It's a nice cozy little cabin, away from prying eyes. But not too far out that you can completely miss it. Here, lean on me. I'll make sure we arrive safely. It's not much, but it'll do for now, wouldn't you say? Excellent. Now, get comfortable. And make yourself at home while I pour some wine. I had this stuff imported, you know, from the farthest of lands. So you should consider yourself lucky you even get the taste. Oh, and she even comes with the sweetest of manners. Of course, you are very welcome, kitten. Though, if you're up to it, you could always thank me later. Are you insinuating that I would willingly be intimate with any and every face I meet in a late-night tavern? Do you really think that I would just bring home every stranger I meet? My, call me old-fashioned, but you could at least take a lady out to dinner first, you know? Oh, look at that fear in your eyes. It's almost too easy at this point. You know I'm only playing with you, right? I have to say, I am flattered that you can even still find the means to care. You know, considering your drunken state. People often say drinking brings out a person's true nature. Well then, I guess we can both agree. You are admirable to a fault. Though, people-pleasing will be your downfall. Well, not with me, of course. I would never take advantage of you like that. Well, not unless you wanted me to. You're blushing again. You're embarrassed. Why is that? Maybe it's just hot in here, Is the fire too much? Maybe just a little. Well then, let me pour you another drink to help you cool off. Has what happened before? Oh, that. Well, I have had a one-night stand before. Just one. Well, if you can even call it that. To be completely honest, I invited someone from a bar. I invited them back here. Turns out, they only wanted a good lay from me. I'm not quite sure what I wanted from the situation myself. Perhaps to gain a friend, or maybe we were on the same page the whole time, and I just chickened out. Imagine that. Me, scared of a little intimacy. I know, seems a little far-fetched. But I was younger. I was different. Perhaps you could say I was a little naive. Anyway, needless to say, I kicked them out and got on with my life. At times, I do regret the way things happened. I mean, what else does one do when bringing someone home from a tavern, right? Do I think you're naive? No. Just reserved. Which is completely fine. Because like I said, I didn't bring you here to jump your bones. When I first saw you, you looked like your life was falling apart at your feet. So, I figured bringing you here would take your mind off of it. You know, if you don't want to talk about it. But if you did, then my wine can numb the pain. If only just a little. My apologies, darling. I've gotten beside myself already. That brings us back to the pressing issue, doesn't it? If I remember correctly, we are here to talk about you. Nonsense. I didn't invite you here for me to leave a bitter taste in your mouth. I would like to keep our encounter as sweet as possible. Now that we're back on track, come here. I did promise that I would hold you in my arms while you spoke. And believe me, I don't mind at all. It has been a cool night thus far. I'm sure we both would appreciate a little extra warmth. Yeah, just like that. Are you comfortable? Good. Now let's begin.